See, this ain't for the kids. I don't know what to tell you. This one for y'all. Whoa. Ah. Boom.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the playground. I got Tev in the building today.
I mean, NoFear NoRegrets.
Yeah,
man.
that's the guy.
Man, my boy Smash asked me to pull up.
You know what I mean?
I'm here, man. Let's get to it.
It's only
Let's
right.
get to it.
It's only right, man. And this guy right here, fashion designer, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got so many different titles because you're an entrepreneur
Facts.
all in one. So how would you explain yourself as a
I call myself a serial entrepreneur, man. I wear many hats, man.
copy?
Fashion designer, event coordinator, man. Anything under the sun that has to do with entertainment, I do right now.
Right.
A lot of people know what I'm doing. A lot of people tuned in. I do a lot of things for the community. So yeah, man. It's just whatever hat you want me to wear, we could do a
Serial.
whole interview for everything. So yeah, definitely.
It's only right. And I had to bring him up here not only because he the homie and everything, it's because I actually seen this man grind crazy and everything. When it comes to the fashion shows, you know what I mean? He even had me perform at a couple of his fashion shows, which I appreciate you for and shit
Yeah, that
like
was
that.
the first one. That shit was sold out. Like 150 people showed up to that.
It was definitely lit.
in
I
the
ain't gonna front.
pandemic. We did
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say, yeah, in the pandemic. So, you know, at that time, like right before the pandemic happened, I was in the process of doing like some little, a few city tour thing.
Yeah.
We had just came back from like Detroit. We was like in Chicago, Detroit. I had fucked up in Canada. I was supposed to go across the border in Canada and shit, but I had weed on me and shit. Niggas sent niggas back.
Damn.
That's a whole nother story, a crazy story for another time. But
Yeah.
over time, the pandemic hit finally in March and shit, and I didn't get to finish my other tour stops type shit. We supposed to go to like somewhere North Carolina and I think ATL or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it stopped, so I didn't get to perform for a little while. So when he had the fashion show and he was like, yo, what's good? Pop out, perform. That was my first show back performing for a little while and shit. I'm like, nah,
That shit
hell
was
yeah.
crazy. That shit was crazy. You definitely had the crowd control. You definitely.
Nah, I appreciate that.
I don't know
bro.
how the fuck we pulled that off in the middle of the
Yeah,
pandemic. We got
nigga.
150 people to show up.
It was crazy.
I don't
Mask
wanna,
on, mask on.
Facts. Everybody had masks. Yo, it was crazy.
Damn, that was a crazy time.
It was crazy, man.
And
definitely.
that goes to show, even during the pandemic, he
Yeah.
still was putting together. And that's the craziest thing about that time too. I was looking at it like, it seemed like the fashion world and like the those type of like just fashion show stuff specifically. I was feeling like that shit started like getting like to another level. Like something specific about that niche.
Yeah.
At that time, it just seemed right for as an event to attend to and shit like that.
That's definitely when I started catching a lot of fire in the pandemic, because I was the only one bold enough to still do events. And we used to get harassed by the cops. We used to get harassed. Like, yo, we really used to get harassed.
I could imagine.
Like, threatening us to give us fines if we got more than 30 people in the venue.
Right.
And I'm still the one behind all the events. Like,
Right.
fuck it,
So,
we gonna do it.
We're gonna fall down. I think
If we get caught,
alright,
we
tell
get
him,
caught.
come
It
on,
is
we
what
ain't
it
supposed
is.
to have, but
Yeah.
that's
It
Tab.
was
He
crazy, man. It was crazy.
he take care.
Definitely.
He take care of his people and all that. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. My son, he do charge at that door though.
Yo, nothing in this world is free, man. I put my life on the
You
line.
paying
doing
for
these
Tab,
events.
you heard? And that's respectable and shit. You know what I mean? It's only right that you respecting this shit. When it comes to No Fear, No Regrets. So when I first got the outfit off for you,
Yeah, that custom that I did.
yeah,
Put your
nice
name
custom
on the
with my
back.
name on it and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
When I had that, as I'm walking around now, you put a lot of different outfits on and shit
Yeah.
throughout your years. A lot of different things that says stuff that make you feel what it's saying out loud. But his shirt, no fear on the front,
Yeah.
walking around with that shit, even though, you know what I'm saying, it's like you're already supposed to walk around no fear, because at the end of the day, fear ain't real, danger is, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, people have fear and shit like that. That's what we titled it and shit like that.
Yeah.
But when you got something on your chest that say no fear,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Niggas that already, you know what I mean, walking around, like, you know what I'm saying? That's already the type of mentality you have. When you actually wearing it on top of it, it feel even more of a confidence. Like, now I'm letting
people
niggas
feel
know
it.
how I'm
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
inside
yeah.
type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People will feel the energy that come off of you.
Energy, that's a fact. And when I wear that shirt, I feel it. Like, I automatically have energy with that shirt. No fear. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga looking at me, nigga see that shirt, no fear. So you know what time it is, off rip type shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you wearing that, and when you first just, you know what I mean, got it started and knew that that's where you wanted to go, you wanted to keep that quote, no fear, no regrets. how you feel when you wear it, and how you felt when you know what I mean, at the beginning of thinking about it.
It all stems back from the way that I was raised. I actually have that tattoo on me right here. No fear, no regrets.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically the way how I was raised. That's how my parents raised me. So the term no fear, it stems from my dad, with him teaching me, my brother, my sisters, to just don't let nobody stop you. Like, don't fear anything.
Right.
The only person that can stop you is God. And the term no regrets that comes from my mom is basically whatever is supposed to happen in life will happen. So once you walk with faith and have no fear and no regrets for anything, the only person that can stop you is God. So that's literally the way how I was raised. I was raised to, like, whatever I want, I'm gonna go after that shit relentlessly.
That's
Nobody gonna stop me.
Yeah, that's hard. That
Facts.
shit mean a lot.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna just talk about it. I mean, like, get you a shirt, get you a sweater, get you some jeans. I mean, well, not jeans specific, but I think I got sweatpants. All
Yeah, I got
holla at bro.
a lot of shit.
We're gonna have the link in the description and all that. Cop something, throw it on, and see how you feel. Because I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
Make
It's a
sure you buying
statement
the
piece.
no fear stuff from me, because there's a lot of people that's copying my shit. And
Word,
I don't
niggas
wanna
on some
call nobody
scammy
out
shit?
right now, but
Shit, you know what I
I've been
mean?
getting tagged in a lot of stuff. A lot of people saying that they're doing collaborations with me.
Niggas
It's
ain't
false.
doing.
If you're not getting that stuff directly from me, you're wasting your money. So
You know
y'all
what I'm
know
saying?
who y'all are.
Get authentic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't spend no
I'm
money on
not,
that
I'm
side.
not gonna put nobody on blast, but
You know what time
y'all
it is.
know who I'm talking about.
You know who you are.
Make sure you get this directly from me.
Right. Now,
Word.
that's a fact. And so when it comes to being a daddy now,
Yeah.
it's like you got all this business going on because you stay busy, nigga. You stay doing the pop-up
Yo.
shop. We ain't even get into the pop-up shop shit yet, but
Man.
doing pop-up shops, all that. How do you maintain having a newborn? I don't know. He's not newborn, but he's still a newborn,
he
right?
about to be 8 months.
8 months now?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah, he about to be 8
Flying.
months in like 2 weeks. He about to turn 8 months.
Shit's crazy. Go ahead, though. Like,
I could say the transition of being a business owner to a dad, it's kind of like it plays equal, because your business, in retrospect, is your baby, right? If you really take it serious, your business is like your child. So to have my business and to have a physical child, it's kind of like the same mindset, but one is a physical person and one is not a physical person. So when I'm home, I try like a lot to keep my mind focused on my son. I often have to put my phone down and turn it off.
right.
Like 2 months ago, I had to like postpone all of my events just to spend time with my son, just to watch him grow, because I know how aggressive my work schedule could be.
Yeah.
So even you calling me to pull up to the couch, like I had to cancel shit. Like, you know what, this is something that I want to do. And in retrospect, that's my son is waiting for me in the crib right now, but he'll know once he gets older that his dad is doing shit to make sure that he's good. So it's always a tug of war, but once you know what you're doing it for and why you're doing it, it's never really an issue.
Now that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's super important. And there's just things that enter your world that end up becoming real important. It's like something so simple as even something exiting your world that could make you change your whole world.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I go from losing someone or losing a job or losing a limb or anything to change your whole world to gaining something new. You know what I mean? Some people they find a new little shorty and shit and niggas start acting mad different. They got a whole new world. You like, nigga, you ain't hit me back like in 10 days, nigga.
Yeah.
But you feel me? You making it work, and you know what I'm saying? I love that you and your lady got y'all business connected, and y'all making things happen as a couple, as a power couple.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I love to see the black, you know what I mean? I love to see the black excellence in what y'all doing, because when y'all outside, y'all make sure that niggas know, like, this is
move
us.
as a unit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
facts.
legit. And we know, as, you know what I mean, men, niggas gotta be there for their kid. I don't have a kid yet, but I know that when time come, I gotta be there for my child and shit, because a lot of us, you know what I mean, not able to, you know what I mean, have that and shit like that. And even if we do have that, it may be a lot going on because of financial situations or whatever. And that's all around the globe and shit like that. But being so important to have yourself in tune with your son's life, you know what I'm saying, when he do grow up and he, you know what I mean, able to see all the things that you did provide, nigga will appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, my goal is to hand my whole company over to my son when he turned 21. Like, I'm dead ass serious. The day that he turned 21, I'm gonna sign all this shit over to him.
that's fire.
Me and his mother gonna disappear.
That's
Like,
it.
he gotta do what he gotta do.
Right.
I
Mommy
feel
and
like
daddy got the bag now.
I'm putting everybody in position to do what they gotta do. So once he turned 21, all this shit is his. I'm out, man. I'm gonna disappear, man.
That's lit. My son already on his daddy, so you see my son got the daddy weight on him and shit. Yeah, I say so. He ready to pass that shit off now, nigga. Yeah, I mean it's soon coming, shit like that. You know, cause time be flying and shit. So I know just seeing him grow up just be just crazy and shit.
Yeah, he could walk now. I feel like I just had him like yesterday. He could walk now. He could stand up. He's trying to talk. He got 4 teeth. It's crazy.
Shit, crazy.
It's wild. It's like crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm missing out on things because I'm either working or planning an event or doing this or making clothes. Yeah. It's like I'm getting sent videos. He walking through the house now or rolling over, just little shit that. Yeah. It often plays on my mental, but it's like then it goes back to what I was telling you from before. I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing all this right now, so once we get that connect or once we get that check or once we get that call, everything that I'm doing now is gonna work out. So
that's a fact.
Sometimes you gotta sacrifice some stuff, man.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Definitely gotta sacrifice.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? The pop-up shop situations, having the pop-up shops and stuff like that. How difficult it is to keep that going on a regular, because I ain't gonna front, you just be continuously having them. I'm like, how the fuck is like, I'm like, how much money flowing through this motherfucker because they actually be continuously booking these spots? Like,
I'm doing that shit for like 3 years straight, every month.
Legit.
Every month.
That's consistency.
3 years straight, back to back to back to back.
He dead ass too.
Like 36 events
no
in a row.
Cap. No cap.
It's difficult, but once you get the hang of it, shit just starts to work by itself. You just got to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Once the ball start rolling, you can let it go. It's gonna keep rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The whole thing of me building that platform stems off of when I first started making clothes and shit like that, or when I first started actually trying to network with the clothes that I made. Oftentimes I ran into a lot of hosts or whatever they want to call themselves, people that used to organize events. I used to pay hundreds of dollars to be in these events, and the common thing that I used to bump into is that the people would take the money, they wouldn't promote you properly, they wouldn't promote the event properly. It's like they just taking the money because they know that you want to pay for the table because you're hungry.
Alright, man, so how you actually be making your outfits and shit? Like, how you be making your shit? Like,
man, it all depends on how I'm feeling that particular day. I usually do everything from like the feet up. So it always starts from whatever sneakers I want to wear, whatever shoes I buy, and then I just play off of that. It could be anything. It could be foreigns. It could be regular Nikes. It could be Jordans. Just however I'm feeling that particular day. If I want to be super flashy, do like some red bottoms or something, everything is just gonna go according to the shoe, basically.
Oh, all right, copy.
Yeah.
Now he does get fly as fuck. Make sure y'all check out his pics and shit. My son get fly.
Man, I've been trying.
I was kind of more so talking about, like, how do you like make your clothes? Like, do you be actually stitching your shit? Like, what you be doing?
Definitely, I really be in my crib, putting on diamonds on the back of jackets. My girl be stitching shit together for me. Like, we really be doing this shit for real. We don't just be buying t-shirts and just stamping shit on it. Like, I do that also, but
some heat pressing here and there.
If the pieces is 500, 600, 350, we really be doing this shit. That's why the prices be the way how it is, because I'm really putting my blood, sweat, and tears into this. So a lot of the things that I make, the majority of the things that I make, I'm actually in the house putting it together by myself, me and my girl. So
and that's why nigga making sure you come out your pocket and spend that bread, because it's authentic. Niggas is working on it. Niggas is taking their time, their heart, and their soul into this motherfucker.
Man,
think about having people that you can contact on some like calm shit, like people that's, when I say calm shit, I mean like underground entrepreneurs that's trying to make it out. You know what I'm saying? And when you can hit them up for some fire merch, because it's fire, because it's black business, first of all. So it automatically make you feel good to just holler at somebody that you know and support them. So it's an automatic good feeling having that. And then when you got some shit that's fire, it's even more ill. And then when you outside rocking it, niggas asking, oh, what's that?
Niggas stop you like, oh, that shit's fire.
That's my man shit. Like, And niggas respect that, because I ain't gonna lie. If I see a nigga moving around. He got some fire shit on. Yo, that shit hard, bro. I'm like, where that shit at? Like, I was dead asking because I might dead want to cop some shit. I dead like, I'm like, yeah, now my man's making I do I boom boom. But the thing about it is, a nigga will fuck around and be like, oh damn, I don't even know my man's Instagram. What's this shit again? Oh damn, I don't even
Yeah, that's why I
this
try
shit
to
called.
It's all about branding. That's what like I be. Man, if you follow me on Instagram, you would see how aggressively I post on my page. A lot of people think that I'm a bot because I post so much. A lot of people think that I'm a bot. Like that.
Nah, the way he post. Now you do be posting on some bot shit. I ain't gonna lie, you do.
You have to. That's the only way to. It's like renting space in people's mind every time.
Clarification, robot.
Yeah,
robot.
Yeah,
you crazy.
Yeah. They
right.
think they think I'm a fake page, but it's really me that's posting. My whole mindset when it comes to that is you just basically have to market and promote yourself as much as possible. The more times you see me, it's the more times that I'm renting space in your head. So if it's ever a day that I don't post anything on Instagram, which I do that on purpose sometimes, and I'll post things in my stories, and I'll see people coming to my page specifically just to see like, yo, why he not posting as aggressively?
Right.
So one story could have like 300 views, and if I'm posting a picture of my clothes, it'll get like 20 likes.
Right.
So it's like, yo,
yeah.
At least you seeing it.
Right.
You don't gotta like it, but I know that you seen it, and I'm renting space in your mind. It's just I have a marketing degree, so I did extensive research on that. So it's all about renting space in people's mind. Yeah.
Yo, I actually went to school to do some, not to do marketing, but I ended up just picking up marketing because I ain't know what I'm like, just give me some shit. I'm just trying to just do whatever real quick. And Dr. Della Russo, remember niggas that have a fucking commercial on
I had him as a teacher. You
talking about some of the glasses, right?
That was my teacher. He was on my marketing.
I was in City Tech.
Yeah, I went to City Tech too. That's crazy.
Look, niggas is figuring shit out. Look, I didn't even know. Like, they have the same t-shirt types of shit. That nigga was sitting. Look out, that's literally, I didn't even know. We over here just found out. Nigga got the same whole. That nigga hilarious just for the fact that he
promote his shit all day in the class.
Dr. Della Russo. Now he getting promoted on here. Yeah, shout out to Dr. Della Russo because he's a cool motherfucker though. I ain't going front.
I been hearing shit on the radio too.
On the radio, types of shit.
Everywhere. He's a hustler.
Right. And I learned like the what was like the 4 P's, like place. I forgot. That's how much I didn't give a fuck about school. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You talking about the marketing shit, that threw me off because I didn't even know you had a marketing degree. I was gonna say, shit, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say about some shit. Fuck. Damn. Well, anyway, back to the pop-up shops and shit, because we ain't really get even more into that. Nah, so with the pop-up shops, now, when you had the one that was in the style over by, I forgot which street it was. I forgot. I went there and shit, and I actually seen niggas that I knew.
You talking about Marcy Gallery?
Yeah, it might have been that.
Marcy and Marcy.
That when Chuno had his
Yeah, facts. All
right, cool. Yeah,
yeah, so that's Marcy and goddamn, I forgot the name of the street, but
yeah,
we definitely we did some damage over there. They don't even have that venue anymore. They sold that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's just getting too crazy over there. You know,
this shit was valid and shit. Yeah, motherfuckers don't want that shit around. But I saw niggas there that's promoting they shit through you, and I know it's like such a small ass fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Like New York is small ass world. Brooklyn even smaller. When you in Queens is small as fuck. When you in the Bronx small as fuck. All differences and shit. But so when it come to fashion designers and shit, who inspired you the most, or where you get your inspiration from in fashion, specifically in fashion?
As far as like inspiration, I really be inspiring myself. I look at different people to see like how much they believe in themselves, and that's where I kind of pull some forth, like more so of like the motivation of like, yo, I know that I could do this, and this is what I'm gonna do. So one of the main people that I always looked up to or looked to, just to see how they move, is like Kanye. When I was in high school and when I was in college and shit, I would more so look to him or like Kid Cudi or like Travis Scott, like just that lane of people, because they dressed like how I wanted to dress, for like tight jeans, big t-shirts, like expensive shoes and shit.
Right.
I like to dress a certain kind of way, and a lot of people really don't feel comfortable wearing like super bright colors, being dark skinned, shit like that. It's like I always wanted to be like the loudest person in the room, but not necessarily have to say anything, like strictly like off outfits and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I started gaining like a lot of like popularity and shit like that, like Soho. Because I always used to be in Soho, and I just always used to make sure that I had everything first. Jordans and shit like that. I used to have shit like months in advance.
Yeah. This
I had
nigga
a
sneakerhead
serious
for real.
Yeah.
Nah, this
I
nigga
used
really
to
a
have a lot of
sneakerhead.
shit.
Nah, he really.
Yeah.
If you a fucking vendor or somebody that like selling sneakers and shit,
Yeah.
holla at that nigga and promote your shit. Cause this nigga got.
Yeah, I got boy.
This nigga got mountains of sneakers. I'm sure. Nigga didn't.
Calm down that shit a lot.
Nigga was
Right.
wilding out here. So I'm hearing different things. You know what I'm saying about no fear, no regrets and shit like that. Over time, you know what I mean. What would you want all of this to exactly be?
Originally, the No Fear No Regrets, it started out as just being a clothing line. That was what I wanted it to be. I've been making clothes since I was like 13 years old. I'm 31. I've been doing this shit for a long time. This is actually my third brand that I got.
You said 13.
13 years. My third clothing line that I owned. This is the one that I care about the most because this is the one that's from my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So originally it started out as just being clothes, and I made it to the point where I've made enough connections for it to open different avenues. So now it's more so of like an umbrella with different avenues underneath. It starts from the clothes.
Yeah.
It took me as far as to have my own show. I sell out fashion shows by myself. It's like
Yeah, you got your own show. Shit.
yeah. Entrepreneurial Talks with 7E. I'll be having different entrepreneurs pull up, talk about their business. We talk about the ups and downs of being a business owner. It's just my goal is for it to be an umbrella that everyone can generally benefit from. I do pop-up shops. We do giveaways to kids in the community. It's like it's so many different things that I'm doing under the umbrella. So now I'm more so focused on building a strong umbrella where everyone that's standing underneath it can benefit from properly. You know what I'm saying? So right now I have probably 10 other people that I work with. So it's not just me anymore. You feel me?
No, that's what's good. Having a team is important and shit like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. And the goal is to, at the end of the day, be able to provide like opportunities for people and shit, be able to help change people's life for the better, and that shit just make you feel good and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to live lavish your damn self and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. I love what you're doing. Black business. You know what I'm saying? I support it. I salute it. If you are eventually going to be, cause I know you got a lot of branches going on and shit like that, or whatever, and it started off as a clothing line, and are you gonna have any type of, as everything grows and the clothing line grows, if you choose to build on other products as far as like cardigans or what would be what's the most
That's what I'm moving into.
What's the most fire out of everything you want to create from your clothing line? What piece of clothing or outfit is the most important to you? Like, I'm just going. You could go as far as a no fear, no regret derby that got a fire feather coming out that bitch. That fucking.
But the one thing I always tell my girl is like, as far as clothing, I felt like I did everything that I wanted to do. So I often sometimes sit down, like in the crib, talking to my girls, like, yo, what more can I do with this? I feel like everything that I ever wanted to do with clothes, I did it.
Right.
I said that I wanted to make arguably the hottest streetwear brand out of Brooklyn, out of New York. Felt like I did that. I told my girl I want to see if I could sell out fashion shows by myself without no other designers there, just me alone.
My son be
I
in the
did
zone
that.
talking. My son be like, this.
This is like serious shit.
My son be in the zone.
I did that.
I
told my girl I wanted to see if I could build a platform that everyone who thinks like me has the same mindset as far as like entrepreneurial stuff and entrepreneurism. Like, I just wanted to see if I can do this. So everything that I put on my list, my to-do list, I basically checked off everything. So my next fashion show is actually going to be the final fashion show that I'm doing, because now I'm going to move off from streetwear. I'm going to do more so high fashion stuff. So I'm going to start doing like suits and stuff like that.
Okay.
So the last fashion show that I did last year we was blessed enough to sell out over 100 people in attendance, and I actually put my focus on women's wear. So I teamed up with another seamstress, and we were actually doing gowns, dresses, like full on women's wear instead of it just being t-shirts and shorts.
Yeah.
I really set my mind on women's wear.
Gotta show love to the ladies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So it's more so of like, you started something and you don't really want to stay in the same place too much. Because when you stay in the same place, you get stagnant. So I'm just always want to move on and elevate and work on the next thing. I feel like I did what I had to do with the clothes. So after this show, who knows, man, I probably might step away from it.
Think about the retire on some Jay-Z shit, come back like 4 years later. Like, I got the cardigans.
Yeah, man. It's just all about elevating, man. It's all about moving into different spaces and creating opportunities for people that love the same thing that I love, and it's just always spreading the love, man, spreading the knowledge.
That's important. You got to bring it together, and that's another reason why I started doing a podcast too. Like, I always wanted to do like some type of podcasty shit or whatever, just so motherfuckers would get a little vibe, or you know what I mean?
It's common. I like this whole thing that you got going on. I really respect your music. I love your music, man.
That's my guy. Yeah, you can catch him in the Everything Clean video. You know what I'm saying? You see my son like this
lit.
bottle.
That was lit.
You know what I'm saying? But that's part of it too. Like, just being able to bring people into your world, or be able to collab with people, or just get people's stories, hearing each other, just exchanging those type of, you know what I mean, vibes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was something also that was kind of like missing. Like, not missing. Like, I'm always a people's person. I'm always fucking with this person. I fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying? My energy good always and shit. But I also feel like, you know what I'm saying? I like, instead of it being about me, even though at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you are supposed to be selfish in order to be, you know what I'm saying, helpful to others. You're supposed to be love yourself enough to be able to love others, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, as much as, you know what I mean, it's still going to always come back to, you know what I mean, you still want to be able to find a way to, because it's like, you know what I mean, just like Google, just like YouTube, just like Netflix, they all found a way to have somebody else attached to their situation, and it all circulates together, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, whenever he's posting this shit, if you somebody that's a supporter of him and you start fucking with me, because you boom, come fuck with the bro, I'm fucking with him, you know what I mean? It's a full circle, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come to my shit, you see bro, you know what I'm saying, making shit happen. You want to get into some fashion shit, you want to get into whatever else he got going on, you know what I'm saying? You want to know how this thing get flying shit, you all type pay this nigga to tell you what to put on, whatever.
Like, we met a lot of people through each other.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a circle. It's always like that. Once it's all about the energy, man. You always know when a person is genuine, and you always know when a person is trying to use you. I always feel people out within the first 5 minutes of them having a conversation with me, and I'll know off rip how I gotta move.
Right.
So it's like, from the first time I met you, I'm like, yo, this dude is like dead serious about his music. That's why I hit you up, like, yo, if you want to pull up to my show, you could perform. And that shit went crazy.
Nah, I appreciate it. Definitely had it lit. You know what I'm saying? It's always good when it's a nice audience there and shit like that. You know what I mean? But when I be performing, I always be like, damn, I could do better. This, that. But I be wanting to go in front of the big crowds and shit. You know what I'm saying? That performance was OD lit. I ain't gonna front. But when the time comes and shit, you know what I mean? Shit even more on another scale, shit gonna be lit, man. And I appreciate you for coming. Before you go, give the people something random. What's your favorite series to watch out of all series you ever watched before?
Man, right now, me and my girl was watching, what's the new Issa Rae series? Rap shit. It just came out a couple weeks ago.
You know it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What is
it? It's called Rap Shit.
Two girls.
Oh, it's called Rap Shit.
It's
Two
called
girls.
Rap Shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm watching right now, because I really don't be watching TV. I don't be having time to, like, really be doing shit like that.
Copy, respectable and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, copy, you know what I mean? That's a little something from Tab and all that. No fear, no motherfucking regrets. You know what I mean? We at the playground once again. I appreciate you for coming.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Tap in. Make sure you tap in with Smash. Make sure you tap in Playground Podcast. Make sure you tap in No Fear No Regrets. Just tap in, man. It's all about love. It's all about unity. It's all about being genuine, and we not wasting nobody's time. If you're a genuine person and you really want to work, and you have the same mindset as me and him, do not feel nervous to hit us up. Hit us up, man. Please don't waste our time. That's all I ask.
We cool.
That's all I ask. Please don't waste my time.
Salute.
And make sure you don't say yo in my DM. Please tell me good night. And really
like he West Indian. Yeah, you gotta do that. Straight from the start.
Please
know the vibes, man. We out.